Hey, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Just For Me and You podcast. It's your host, Berlove, and we are back at it again with another one. And I'm just going to start out and be real honest with you guys. This is my first time coming in front of the mic speaking in a couple weeks because the last couple weeks have been a little wild, a little crazy, a little new lifestyle for me, and we're just trying to get used to it. But I promised myself I was gonna dedicate time to do this podcast and do it right, so we ain't gonna let a busy schedule stop us. This is going to happen, and y'all are going to be listening to this very, very soon. It's not over until I don't know, but it's not gonna be over. Today, I want to talk about the power in saying that you can't do something. The title is going to be very shorter and condensed, and it's going to sound prettier, but that's basically the gist of what I'm going to be talking about. And I kind of wish I decided to talk about this right when I was in the thick of the emotions, because 2 months ago I was standing behind this statement heavy, this whole movement heavy. If someone told me I couldn't do something, I was on day behind telling them, what do you know, da 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 da. I wasn't trying to hear it. Now I'm calm, and I think I'm set. I know what the vibes are, and I'm just settled into this new headspace, this new frame of mind, where it's not all as fresh as it was before, but it's still here, and the message is still valid even to this day. Okay, so to give a little background for those that know me, y'all already know the vibes, but for y'all who don't know me, I let fear run my life. And I'm the first one to tell myself I can't do something just so I don't even try, or I don't even attempt, or I just be living inside of my head because I do not believe that I can make those things a reality. When in actuality, I was telling myself I can't do things simply because I didn't want to do them, or I simply wouldn't do them because I knew it was going to be hard. And I think what can be relatable and what I can say happens to a lot of us is that we want to be good at things on the first try. We want that instant gratification. I don't want to be making crazy statements or coming off crazy, but I'm going to be real and I'm going to stand on this. I'm lazy. And I don't like to do things if it requires too much effort, unless I am extremely passionate about it. And I feel like we all fall into the same boat. We don't want to try for stuff. And a lot of times, instead of saying flat out, I don't want to do that, or I won't do that because of X, Y, Z, we simply say that we can't. And when I talk about the power behind that statement, I mean that saying to yourself that you can't do something, or having other people tell you that you can't do something, and you believe that and you run with that, that can be so crippling. And that could weigh so heavy on your heart and keep you stagnant and keep you flat and in the same position, in the same spot, and leave you sad, sick, and done. and you're just like, I just want to grow, like, I just want to change, I just want to da-da-da-da. And you're not doing that because somehow, some way, feeding yourself with all this, I can't, listening to all this, I can't, has led you to feel like life is just lifing, and life is just going on you so heavy and so hard, and it's the circumstances that's got you down, out, depressed, unaccounted for, when a lot of the times we just need a mental switch. Because one thing somebody always says is, where there's a will, there's a way. When I tell you, 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with an issue, you're dealing with a problem, there is a solution that you can take control of. And it's just like, for me, I used to tell myself I couldn't do a lot of things. And it made me really sad, and it made me feel like there was really like no hope for me to get to where I needed to go, because I couldn't be as successful as somebody else, or I couldn't do it and have it be something that's well received, or maybe I didn't have the skill set or the talent or the equipment. Like me sitting here doing this podcast right now, I told myself I couldn't do this probably more times than I want to admit. Whether that be, I don't got a camera, I want it to be visually appearing, I want y'all to see my face, I want the microphones, I want the headsets, I want the XYZ, this, that, and the third. I'm literally recording this right now in my voice memos, because I simply am not allowing myself to say I can't do something when I can. I just find excuses to say that I won't. And just because I'm not doing it in the right way, or how everyone expects it to be done, or professionally, that don't knock what my message is or what I'm trying to say, because I feel like I'm giving y'all valuable words. And whether y'all hear me or not, whether 5 people hear me, whether 1 person hears me, whether nobody hears me, I'm still going to be here doing this podcast, because guess what? It's just for me and you, whether you choose to listen. And I think that it all comes down to fear, and fear of failure. Nobody likes to fail, and nobody likes to not be good at things, or really want something and have to come to the reality like, I'm not good at that, or that didn't work for me, but I really, really wanted that. And when I say it's the power of saying that you can't, and that you should go for everything, and you can do anything you want, I truly mean that wholeheartedly. But I don't mean it in a sense to say that you're going to be successful in everything, and everything is going to go right, and everything is going to work out. I just think it's about being in the headspace where you're not afraid to fail, and saying that you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, is a way of kind of being willing to be like, okay, I tried. Like, no regrets. And it may take a lot of work, more work than you're willing to give, but at least you can say that you tried. And it's the willingness of it. Are you truly going to be willing to do something when all you're telling yourself is that you can't do it? No, you have to tell yourself, I can do this, I can do that, I could do it better than her, I could do it better than him, I could do it better than all of them. So simply you could step out and try your best and take the steps that need to be done to be where you want to be. And it's also just about looking forward to that growth. Even if you had a couple missteps, if it didn't go right, if you failed, at least you learned something and you grew as a person. You're never going to grow unless you take the steps forward to do something you ain't never done before, or try something you never tried before. It's all about growth and being a better version of yourself. And that doesn't come by being stagnant and doing nothing. How much can you grow if you don't try? And I feel like a lot of the times, the obstacle in your way of achieving your goals or growing is yourself and your fears and your mindset. Because circumstances, as permanent as they may feel, they can be temporary if you get yourself right up here in the mental, come up with a plan, stick to the plan, and execute. It's all about trying and putting forward the necessary effort. And knowing that sometimes failing leads to the best success. And I just learned, for me personally, I'm not saying that I can't do anything anymore, because even if I find out I can't or I'm not good at something, I at least want to know, and I will be happy in the fact that I tried. As long as I try, and I try with confidence, with determination, with the right type of energy, if it don't work out, sure, I'll be bummed out, but at least it's something I could say that I did. And one of my worst fears in life is coming out unhappy. Like, that's my number one goal in life. Wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing 30, 40 years from now, whether I'm broke or whether I'm washing myself with my money, I don't know. But I just want to be happy. And in my head, happiness, the type of happiness I'm trying to have, pure, lifelong, fulfilling happiness, I don't think that comes with regrets. I don't think that comes with what ifs. I don't think that comes with I can't, I won't, I don't. I think that comes with I did and I tried everything that I wanted to try. Every passion that I had, I put a good effort towards. Every adventure I wanted to have, I did that. I tried that. I accomplished that. But I can't be that version of myself in 40 something years if I don't start changing how I'm thinking now. and hyping myself up, being my biggest hype man. If you're not listening to nothing I'm saying right now, listen to this. Be your biggest fan. Don't rely on other people to be your biggest fan. Because what other people do is when somebody gets popping, when something gets bubbling, everybody hops on a bandwagon. So you need to be your biggest fan. Hype yourself up and chase after it. And guess what? Everybody else is going to hop on a bandwagon one way or another. Don't worry about other people. Be your biggest fan, your best friend, your confidant. And be nice to yourself. Don't be dragging yourself down with no negativity. Be realistic with yourself. Let's not get a little crazy. Let's be realistic with ourselves and how we go about chasing after our desires and our dreams. But be your biggest hype man. Be your biggest fan. Be your number one cheerleader. Stop relying on other people to cheer for you. Because if someone sees you have the confidence and you have the right type of mindset in yourself to go after what you need to do, they're going to love you that much more. They're going to want to be you that much more. They're going to want to have you around that much more. Get yourself right. Don't worry about other people. And with that being said, if you're really listening to me now, stop telling yourself you can't do stuff. Stop telling yourself that you can't do stuff and be honest and say that you won't do it. And when you're honest with yourself and say that you won't do something, ask yourself why. And are those fears relevant? Because I'm telling you right now, any type of fear that's holding you back from doing something you want, irrelevant. Irrelevant. So get that out of here. Get that out of here. I don't know. I've just been rambling and talking off my head. I think my passion came back. And I think this is like the most upbeat I've sounded in a podcast thus far. I think I got my message across. Let me look at my notes and see if there's anything I left out or I didn't address. Pretty much no. Use this as your quick little moment to have somebody cheer you on, to have somebody hype you up. And listen to me. Listen to me. Do not be your biggest hater. Be your biggest fan. Go after what you want, what you desire, and what you hope for. Because success does not happen overnight. And wherever you desire to be, whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, they don't get handed to you. They don't come easy. And you're not going to get them if you say you can't. Or you say you won't. Or you don't. You're going to chase after your dreams and you're going to get them once you start telling yourself you can. You free yourself from that negativity and allow yourself to understand that you're not chasing after something that's dumb or idiotic. You're chasing after something that you want, that you deserve, and that's attainable as long as you try and you work hard and you do what needs to be done. And I could talk about this another time, but if you're going to move and if you're going to do something and if you're going to chase after something, do it, but do it only with the best intentions in your heart. Ooh, I'm going to get into this deeper. But best intentions always, only, and for the rest of your life. You are never going to get anything if you go into it with selfish and bad intentions. And yes, I said that. I said that. So as we wrap this up, you guys, ooh, the energy switch. You saw how I went and got from real serious to real happy and real jolly. I'm wrapping it up, you guys. I'm wrapping it up. And this is a one take wonder. I'm not re-recording no podcast no more. After last episode where I was talking about giving myself grace, I'm giving myself grace to be a one take wonder, you guys. This is the podcast. Even if I sound crazy, if I don't make sense, and if this sounds like doo-doo, this is the podcast. And I think we're just now getting started. We're just now getting comfortable. So let's get into it. I'm excited to continue this on, you guys. So have a good day. Have a good night. Whatever time you're listening to this. Have a great time. And I really hope you guys took away something from this. And I wasn't just talking your ear off. All right. I'm out of here. Bye.